What is a big problem of a lot of people nowadays? Well, a big problem that's been going on throughout the ages with the majority of people is that they have opinions. While many people say there's nothing bad about having opinions and the such, well, the very simple point is another one. Opinion is a thought, or let's call it a belief, yes. It is a belief that one has given a bit too much emotional attachment. Now, when we speak about emotional attachment, we know that an idea can be simply taken into account, or one can simply militate for it, one way or another. We live in a sick society that, well, is always represented by two sides, and each and every one of us is, or well, is supposed to be a referee of such, or simply just a judge, better said, of such ideas. But you see so many people drowning themselves in either of the sides of any possible idea, and they're all not at all deranged by the fact that they're drowning in there, that they're miserable with the ideas that they have, but they wish for you to join as well. And it always looks, when you're on the sidelines or when you've joined either of the sides, it always looks like the other side has it better. Because this sick society obviously has evolved based on this principle that whichever side you join, it's not good at all. Is never good because a sick society needs division. In order to have a war, you need to have at least two sides. So the very simple point is, what is the problem with having opinions? Well, the problem is very simple. An opinion means a belief that you took, obviously from external source. In all situations, a belief means accepting something without a necessity for proof. Yes? So, accepting something without a necessity for proof means that such ideas will always bypass your logics. Yes, they are designed to be accepted. In a sick society, when we look a bit about everything, everything is dualistic by design. Yes, it feeds upon your attention because where your attention goes, your energy flows. Yes, and then let's think a bit about this even more. You need to join a side to be entrained into how to think. Yes, there will always be people who will side with one part or another. They don't have any proof of what or why they are following a certain idea, but they definitely follow it. Yes, I've oftentimes ended up asking people why do they believe a certain thing. And I was not surprised, initially I was, but I became less and less surprised of the fact that they're completely wrong, but in their mind, to their feeble logics, obviously they are correct. When an idea is an idea, you simply take it into account or not, it's just an idea. An opinion is more than just an idea. It is an idea that someone entrenches in. Yes, someone defends and even polices others for. Yes, an opinion is nothing else but somewhat of a sad conclusion. And people with opinions are usually sad conclusions of life. They end up making a certain decision. That decision becomes the only thing that there can be for them. This is only the antechamber for communism. Yes, and in the end, people, when they get more and more opinionated, or well, let's say biased, the more opinionated people become, they kind of create a sense of cult idolatry within their head, right? Within their minds. Because suddenly they don't have some opinions. Yes, they build personal propagandas, yes, for those opinions. Because not only do you accept a certain idea, you invest emotionally into it, which means your body now suddenly will support it as well with its own energies. And you're training your mind more and more to simply entrench yourself in that idea. It is the same with habits. All habits are nothing else but a bit of imagination. A certain idea that you have embraced and you have programmed your subconscious to follow that and to fight for that. Yes, because the way the subconscious fights for ideas is exactly like in fight or flight. It never chooses flight, it just chooses fight. That is why ignorant people, you will see they become hyperly aggressive when you pick on their ideas, because they are no longer their ideas, they are opinions. Yes, they are ideas that they have invested emotionally in a very long time, even if they realize that they are not true. Yes, even if they realize that they are not true, they will still simply constantly fight for those ideas because they have become their comfort zone. So if something threatens that comfort zone, obviously it's a fight for life or death. Yes, because the death of all that investment. Yes, think a bit of this. You are a billionaire and you invest all your wealth into something, or a big part of it, into something. Losing that obviously would be a horrible thing. Surely, if you're a billionaire, obviously you'll make the money back. But greedy billionaires will think that if they lose that money, they lose everything. Their life is over. Yes, it doesn't matter to them that money still comes back. It just is a fear. Yes, to them it's like losing your life, losing your identity. What will other people say about you? Yes, and all sorts of other pseudo-social games that go within one's mind. So the same is with your energy, except your energy is far more important than money because your energy does not come back. Yes, your energy you spend the much that you have throughout the day, and then, well, with what you're left, well, you simply live on. And you sleep, you get some revitalization within the body, then a new day comes, and obviously you get a new batch of energy. And whatever you do with it is up to you. Yes, but money comes back, more or less, sooner or later. But your energy does not come back. Yes, just like your life does not come back. Whatever has been spent of your life has been spent. It's not coming back. One can only delay their demise by taking more care of their physical body. But that's just it. That's just all. So when it comes to opinions, they can be a very powerful weapon because it can help you. Such opinions, if they're well entrenched and one has a certain stability in life, yes, a certain rootedness within reality, which is something very rare to find. If someone does not have a proclivity to join sides and is obviously just a judge, because in the end, all those ideas, opinions, they are just a bit of meaning in the end. There's nothing too special, too serious about that. Who are you to join a side in the end? You are not the one supposed to take any side, right? You're just the video camera noticing the event. Whether it's a football event, some people quarreling, a war, you should be simply the one taking judgments. Yes. Judgments can also obviously be biased a bit because you cannot be 100% objective. There will always be some subjectivism somewhere in there. But that subjectivism, the smaller it is, well, obviously, the more objective one is. But more safe they will be from becoming opinionated. Because people who are opinionated are simply infected by a certain idea. And a sick society loves infecting minds with ideas. Don't forget the principle of a sick society is always love me or hate me, but don't ignore me. Because ignorance, well, is not bliss. I've never seen happy ignorance. Maybe they feel like they're having an easy life, but wait till things change. And their inability to adjust to something new and their prosophobia, or, well, fear of progress, will simply always take the best out of them. You'll see many ignorants will even end their lives because they will refuse to simply embrace a change, which might unfortunately even cost their life. In some cases, it can. So, hopefully, this video raised a bit of awareness. And, well, this being said, take care, enjoy life, and, well, Ferenjan Board signing out.